The biggest thing about media also is you don't want it to get in your way of what you're doing, which is one thing this past year. And I don't know if you ever saw it. You ever seen the Gwitty videos that we ever did or something like that? Like what are we gwitting? You guys know that trend?
Yes.
So we did a lot of those. And our coach was chill with it, but luckily we were a good team. We were winning a lot. But we had like a little dry spell there where we weren't doing so well, like 2 or 3 games. And you got to know when to cut it off, you know? So it's always like, well, what are we losing every game? like, what do you, it's like, you never want to get in the way. So I think there's but also with NIL. Do you guys get hit up a lot for NIL stuff around here? Because Lexus says you guys are a big deal around here. Shell, welcome back to another episode of Can't Handle the Heat. It's your boy G Swizz. To my right, Jokesy, how we doing?
Doing great. How are you doing, Gage?
Before we get into this lovely guest we have on, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, allvolleyball.com. Shout out to All Volleyball, anything volleyball. We're in a gym here. There's plenty of volleyball nets. Guess what? There's no better place to get them than allvolleyball.com. Ooze for 20% off. Now let's get into it. We have ourselves here some Pitt Panthers. AKA, is the Panthers name, is it Puma or no?
I have no idea.
I looked this up. It is. First things first, I want to introduce Lexus Akeu, the setter for Pitt Volleyball. Also, Juliana Dalton, outside hitter. Emma Klika, libero. Did I pronounce that right?
Emma.
Emmy Klika, libero. And Chia Wakolo.
You guys gotta
I get it right?
Correct him.
Wakolo. You know,
And it's Juliana, not Juliana.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're
my
so
bad.
close.
See, that's why, you know why they have me do the intros? Because I always butcher the names. So Joe, and then we usually have another host, Micah, here. They're like, all right, we'll each take turns like doing the intros and everything. And then I was so bad at it, like horrendous at it, that they just kept making me do it. So I'm glad I could give you guys the honor of the true out-of-system way here. So as I said, I thought we weren't allowed to talk about it, but we are at University of Pitt. And I see H to P everywhere. Can you guys explain what that means exactly? Hail to Pitt. Like, what is it? Anyone can answer that. What does Hail to Pitt even mean? Or where did it originate? Do you guys know where it originated?
We have no idea.
Some school spirit we got here. I like that. But they put it everywhere. They so like at the beginning they don't even tell you like Halo Pitt means this or anything like that.
I think hail comes from like the Steel City stuff. Like it was like hail something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Or is
That's
it?
my guess. That's my education.
Is it the fight song? No, there's no hail in it.
Yeah. But
Sometimes they'll just say like hail, not even hail to Pitt or HTB. They'll just say hail.
Got you. Do they play the fight song for you guys' games?
The band plays it.
Is the band pretty lit here?
The band is lit.
Dude, you
They're
got it.
awesome.
I always say I saw. I think we were with you, and we saw that like some band people were walking
Yeah,
by.
they're
and
committed.
they're just so into it. You know what I'm saying? You
At
know,
the Final Four, I think they were more lit than our parents were.
you have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be.
They traveled with us. It was so
They
much
literally
fun.
like rode the bus by themselves to come to us with us to Wisconsin because they want to cheer for us. Yeah.
How far is that?
I don't know.
11
over
hours.
They were
10 hours.
committed.
Did Pitt travel pretty well?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, we commercial most, but I think Fish just got a thing where we like are gonna charter 3 times. So.
Wow.
Ooh.
So you get your own flight. Do you guys as fans travel well? Do you guys like get a lot of fans wherever you guys are?
Pretty much.
We have.
It's kind of weird. Like in the airport, wherever we're like flying commercial, we always
Gotcha.
run into someone like that's a Pitt
Mhm.
fan randomly. They're like, "Oh, I went to Pitt." I'm like, I didn't realize how like far Pitt like stems. Like,
I was gonna ask, is it in the Pitt airport? Is that why?
No.
Like,
it's like all
that makes
over, like
sense.
random.
Got you. Yeah, that's sick. You guys are at a big school though. That's sick. That's super sick.
What's
But-
your favorite gym to play at?
Ooh, we gotta explain. Can you guys explain this gym and the other gym, and then your favorite gym? Like, how does it work? You play?
No, I mean like on the road.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
Like your favorite gym to play at.
Mine would probably be we played in Georgia Tech's basketball gym last year, which was awesome, and then Louisville is always really fun playing. Their gym is really nice. It's like smaller, so it just feels like people are on top of you.
They
Louisville,
pack
so-
it.
Yeah.
Sick. Is that for everyone? Same
Pretty
thing.
good answer.
Got you.
Yeah.
Everybody pronounce it. We had Claire
Louisville.
Chaussee on a couple months ago, and she was like instructing us how to pronounce it. Louisville.
Louisville.
We
Louisville.
all pronounce it wrong. I
It's
think.
not Louisville.
It's not Louisville.
That's what I used to say.
Louisville in California.
Louisville.
Louisville.
So you guys,
Louisville.
you guys prefer playing in like those big gyms? Do they all fill up though for all the colleges?
Georgia
Or no?
Tech, they had a huge like media day about
Georgia
it. So there
Tech?
were so many people.
No offense, but were they ranked last year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, they were 13 or something like that. Yeah.
They're always like top
Okay. My bad. No disrespect. My bad. I get in trouble for throwing shade at people, but that's what I do. I don't know. That's sick though. Have you guys ever played in like what's the worst gym you guys ever played in? Ooh.
Oh,
is
for
it-
sure.
It's so
You guys play in the
old.
winter, yeah?
Yeah.
Where it's just like super cold and just freezing over there.
Yeah.
It's called the women's building still to this day, which is just crazy.
They haven't changed the
They
name.
have, and it's literally like wood creaky floor.
Yeah.
It's
Your
like
body hurts more
Be-
after a practice there.
But you guys play a sport court for the NCAA championship, yeah?
Yeah.
We did.
How is that? For us, for liberos, it's not that bad.
No,
but
I
for the
don't-
hitters, I
yeah.
want to hear the hitters' opinion
Well,
here.
they had it was all the way up to the Elite Eight. It was sport court, and
Okay.
the final four was Terraflex last year.
I
They
thought
did
it
it
was
for
the
men's?
opposite. Like they sport court the final four,
Started doing that for men's.
I think it's Terraflex and then Sport Court.
and then the championship is Terraflex again. 'Cause we were like,
we played
oh.
on Terraflex.
In the Final Four, we
Final
did.
Four is
Evan
Terraflex.
Lorville?
I remember watching
But-
the men's and women's.
Oh.
But in the like regional finals in like Sweet 16, it's the Sport Court, the blue little
okay.
tiles.
Dude, is that the worst?
Yeah.
Do you guys play? What's the worst? All right, why don't you rank the worst? Sport court, Terraflex, wood. Is there anything else? Wood's the worst?
Yeah.
Really?
It's
You
no,
can't
it's not
die.
even like this. It's like way older.
Isn't this wood?
What is this?
Well,
Yes.
What
in
would this
general.
be considered, Alex?
No, it's like wood, but it's old wood.
The one
This
that
is
you're talking
really
about
shiny.
Syracuse.
Yes,
still?
Syracuse.
Syracuse is,
Oh,
is like, but just in general.
okay.
This
Yeah.
is
Diving on this is
Get splinters.
We
How's it for your
can't-
knees
we
though?
get stuck.
just you get stuck and you get strawberry.
I have like a humongous bruise. I don't know if I should show it because like
Oh,
on
and
my,
he has
on my
flat
leg,
bruises
but
on
You
his
can
it's
side.
show if you want. I don't care. Go crazy. Oh my god. playing paintball out here. Like, what are you doing out here?
literally just sticking to the floor.
Was
Like,
that from a dive?
Yeah, it was from a roll.
How are you rolling? Like
I don't know. I
backflip?
mean,
landing.
my roll is like I think
It's a good one. We
technically
practiced it.
correct.
He's a rough rider.
I go for it.
Wait,
Whatever.
what is it called? The roll that we do. We literally practiced on yoga mats this past
Yeah,
spring
but
to learn
what
how
did
to
he,
roll.
what does he call it?
Wait, do
The
you?
over your shoulder.
Over your
roll.
shoulder, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like not a side
Like-
barrel roll.
I
an
feel like
over.
I also feel like girls practice like. I think guys just like throw themselves and fall. I think girls are more graceful. Where you guys also practice rolling. I've seen some stuff. I don't know if you guys do it. Where they put like socks on their arm and they practice like
Oh my gosh, I did
extending.
that in
and
high
s-
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? Was it like is I feel like girls. I feel like you naturally are more agile than the guys. So how come you guys practice it more?
That's a good question. Maybe we're more agile because we practice it more.
Ah, I see what you did there. I like that. Hey, do you guys all wear knee pads?
Yeah.
Middles wear knee pads. I was curious about that. You got your one time to shine. You can't mess up. I like that though. You know what I'm saying? When you're back there, you're like you got to
I
show.
think it's more for the look. Like
That's
if
true.
you weren't wearing knee pads,
It would just
look
It would look
I
odd.
was-
Yeah.
Also, sometimes like when y'all in the back row dig it to the front row really low, like
that's
you
true.
have to kind of make like a nice little dive move sometimes.
That's true.
Also,
Yeah, and you slide too. Looks cool for sure.
I feel like men's like when you guys wear longer shorts, you don't really notice the lack of knee pads as much as like.
I feel like we wear short shorts now.
But like not
wear
spandex.
short shorts.
I wear short shorts.
I don't like short
Actually,
But it's not.
Accidentally.
It's not spandex. It's not like.
That's
short.
true.
So like I feel like it would just like be more obvious if we weren't wearing knee pads.
Always white knee pads or no?
Always. white,
Always.
We
Really?
make fun of the teams that wear black knee pads.
What do I wear?
Black socks.
All right, let me get. All right, are any of the teams? Are
Black
there?
shoes.
Which? So me and Joe, because we like to, we mess around too much. That's probably our biggest downfall. But we were. I was in all red the whole season. Like that was my jersey. I had one jersey. They called me the Red Rocket. Swear to God, my coach came up with that name. Swear to God. So I put it in my Instagram bio. Like and around the league, they called me. I played in Germany. They called me the Roto Roketa, which translates to Red Rocket. And because I only wear red the entire season, so I just started messing around. I wore all black, like looked like skater shoes, and then I did no knee pads too as libero, and I just have like bloody knees after
Oh.
games. But here's the thing about knee pads, and maybe you can attest this, and maybe you guys can too. I feel like with knee pads, they're worse because they get. Oh, you guys get people to do your laundry, so I guess maybe that's why. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like worse because like they get wet and then they start rubbing and they start ripping my skin. I'd rather have just like nothing on there. Is that the case with you or no?
I feel like if I had nothing on my knees, like I still get bruises with knee pads. I don't even want to know what it would look like without the knee pads.
sure.
there,
It's just
you know what I mean?
no skin, you know?
Yeah,
Usually. There's no
I
bruises,
mean-
just no skin.
Just no
You can
skin.
see.
If you don't have skin, then there's nothing
Yeah.
to get ripped up anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. What's the most overrated accessory for volleyball?
Sleeves.
Like shooting, like the
You
pass.
guys all wear sleeves.
I know. I think that they're overrated.
Wait, what sleeves?
Like passing sleeves?
Our jersey sleeves or her,
like
like
jersey
her
sleeves.
sleeves?
I just like
Wow.
because I'm like, is it actually like helping?
I feel like it gets wet and it slips, like for passing.
But I would way rather wear either a long sleeve or a short sleeve with sleeves. Like my
100%.
pulled up sleeves.
Like
on.
it definitely is for the look, but I don't think that it contributes anything to the volleyball.
Do you agree with that, passers?
Yeah.
I've heard because I heard it softens the pass too. No.
No,
it does soften the
has her
pass.
little
It definitely. So I have the ones that are like only on your forearms, like
Right.
they don't go up my
Like
arm.
where? From where to where? Sean?
Like
Okay. Yeah. I've seen those,
like
yeah.
a 6. Yeah, my
A little
sweet
bracelet.
Yeah, right. And the reason I got them in high school because my club coach like suggested all of us get
Okay.
them for like floor moves more so. But it also I think is good like for your platform, like just like in serve
True.
receive.
But what if it gets like super? Because I sweat so much, and the biggest thing I always find myself having to do is go like this all the
Yeah.
time. But if it soaks it in, I can't dry it off.
But it kind of like absorbs your sweat. Like they
Really?
get sweaty, but like
It never slips off your platform. or
no,
anything like
it
that.
doesn't slip. They're tight. Like they're compressed. Like it's pretty tight. on
Got
my
you.
arm. Yeah.
So you see a lot of international volleyball. A lot of time they have the cut sleeves. Or you guys have cut sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but then
do.
we
Thoughts
have
on
the
those?
But we
sleeves.
wear the sleeves.
Right. But okay, let's say you didn't wear the sleeves. Would you guys like them as much or no?
No, I think it would look so.
There are teams that do that though.
Yeah.
But
Nebraska does that.
Our sleeves are the gradient, so it really makes the jersey. It like makes it look
You think
nicer.
it's gradient.
Yeah, it's like an ombre kind of thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Only girls will describe as ombre. That's sick though. That's sick.
So we do like a collaboration with a board short company for like on the boys side. It's the biggest brand in boys volleyball right now. Shout out Slunks.
Slunkachinos.
And,
they're right here. This is the logo here.
I've seen them everywhere.
So
Right.
it's really big.
Yeah.
We always do some stuff with them. But on the girls side, you think about girls high school club volleyball. What is there like an item that is like the item that everybody wants, or accessory, anything like that, or a bag, or like, is there anything in girls volleyball that's something that is just everybody has to have?
Ooh. So do you guys understand the question?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
but
is
I'm
hard.
just like
Well, okay, you can name one or give it. You can give us.
Think about your team.
We're
Is
trying
there
to
like
figure it out,
something
too.
like everybody had?
club volleyball?
yeah.
I think everyone just cares about their shoes.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Say shoes.
It was like you have to
Yeah.
have cool shoes.
Really?
I would say the cool hair tie.
Oh, plug.
Plug for
Plug.
Plug.
This
Next
hair
level.
tie's lit, yeah.
It honestly is good.
What about like tote bags?
Huh?
Tote bags aren't big over here,
Oh.
We used to have backpacks.
bro. In California, everybody has a tote bag. Where are you guys from? Where's everyone from here? Hawaii, I know that.
Columbus, Ohio, but I'm Nigerian.
Had to add that in.
And then we got a little sparkle in there. I like that. Throw a little spice on there. I like that.
I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. So we're all like Midwest, East Coast.
Yeah.
So tote bags have not made its way east.
Always
really?
book bag, yeah.
Are you talking about
Are
like?
these popular?
Yeah.
These?
What about those?
These are.
What are those?
What are they
They're
called?
cloud slides, right?
Those
They're
aren't
just from
UFOs, are
Amazon.
I seen clown. I was like, gross. Oh my god.
They're just like I got mine
I
from
don't remember where I
Amazon.
got mine.
they? I like the dunks. You guys wear a lot of dunks.
Oh yes, we do.
Bro,
This
everyone
is
has the
always the
pandas.
dunks.
I
though.
literally wear
Everyone.
Everybody.
But
This
they
guy
match
buys them, I'm
everything.
like,
They match
Got
everything.
new dunks, though. You
Yeah.
guys will see.
Yeah, have you seen them?
They're all
The white with the
They're
blue
all white with
swoosh.
blue.
Wait, I saw him in someone's office.
Kamalanis.
Yeah, I was in someone's office. Kellen, Coach K, aka W Rizz. Coach K. So we did a podcast.
Wait,
well, actually,
wait.
before we move on,
Which
yeah.
one are you? Grad school.
Yeah.
Grad school on redshirt junior. Junior. Okay, so what about before Gage? I know where Gage is gonna go, but what about? So say you're selling me. I'm a recruit. I just came in. I'm a junior. I'm a senior. Coming on a trip. Coach Kellen gives you the job. You got to close the deal. Why should I come to Pitt? What about it got you guys to come to Pitt?
I feel like all of our answers will be pretty
This is
similar.
overwhelming.
All right.
Really,
Well,
it's
let's.
like-
Somebody needs to say.
Silence is loud.
Coach Kellen will not be happy.
No, he
Recruits are like, so I shouldn't go to Pitt.
It's
Right.
so fun and goofy right now that I just don't want to get so sentimental.
No, but you got to be
yeah,
fun and
you
goofy.
Get into it.
have
Get
to.
into
If
it.
I'm
Sell me.
somebody's closing me, then I want them to be fun and goofy.
Get
too.
into
Sell
it.
Josephine on the
Yeah.
idea of committing to Pittsburgh.
Sell them to you.
Well, this is gonna be sentimental. It's not gonna be goofy.
Okay.
You're making me cry.
I think that I think that in like college volleyball, there's just a lot of highs and lows, and you're gonna have to face them regardless. But like when you're surrounded by the right people, you're not gonna really know the difference between a really low and like a really high. I feel like when you come here, the people is like what makes like the difference. Like you could have the worst day ever, but then I walk into the gym and I'm greeted with smiles and like good company, and it's just like it changes everything. Like these people are just a breath of fresh air. Like the volleyball is also really good. The city's really fun and everything, but like at the end of the day, these are like you're coming here to play volleyball. You're gonna spend the most time with these people. If it's not enjoyable, it's gonna suck. But so I don't know that people make it.
Yeah, but I want to live near the beach.
Yeah. But that's a good answer. It's not
I'm
about,
kidding,
it's not
I'm
about
kidding,
where
I'm
you
kidding.
are. Sometimes it's not about where you are.
I'm
it's about who's
kidding, I'm
with you,
kidding.
though.
Exactly.
I feel that. I feel that.
That's exactly
You know, you could end up in
anywhere. But
anywhere. Yeah.
Make the best of it.
We've had so many people come from beach
Right.
living.
Lily.
Okay.
A lot of Cali,
AKA
Hawaii
Lexus,
girls. Hi,
lots of
Tino.
Cali girls coming
Mhm.
from the beach, and I feel like all their reasoning was like they just wanted something like completely different, and they knew that this city and this school was gonna give them that. I don't know, it's just like not your typical college campus. It's like kind of urban, but then kind of like green and like park like in some areas, and like obviously like the cathedral's like a super cool like staple to the campus too. So I feel like they always just say we want something completely different, and I think they get that here.
I have an answer for your beach.
Ooh.
Because obviously I live by the beach. I think it's like Chia said, like the family aspect. I know it sounds cliche, but like the coaches and the players care a lot about each other, and it's like very visible, and you can tell like instantly when you're around us and you hang out with us that we care a lot about each other. We care a lot about the game and just like wanting the best for each other. And when you have those types of people in your corner and like pushing you to be better and kind of just like feeding off each other, it's like a special culture that we have here.
Can you tell when a team is not that way when you're playing against them?
For the most part.
Are there successful programs that you played where you're like, energy's off? I've had that. We played Hawaii, and you can just tell the other side's just like they're just not clicking or something's going wrong. Do you feel that the case when you play other programs or no? Like if I were to go to another big program, what's the difference like between them and you guys? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we have a really good distinction between tough love. Like I think like if Emmy were to dig a ball and I'd be like, Emmy, go for that ball, or you need to get that ball up, like she would know I'd want the best for her. And I think that's from like a place of like just pure like you just want to win, but it's from pure love too. So
And I feel like at other schools, like that would be an issue. Like sometimes, like people don't really handle confrontation as good as we handle it here.
Can you try and give tough love to each other?
true. Joe's all just tough love. It's more just tough. You know? TUFF. No, but I feel like also when you hear like the men's and women's game, like confrontation is like the biggest thing that I'm surprised about with women's and men's volleyball. Like for example, we played back in our day, you know, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but men could be a little more stern with each other, and then women sometimes they have to kind of beat around it. Is that the case or not really? Am I wrong?
No, yeah.
That's-
I think
but is
because Fish coached men's, so he kind of treats us more as like a
Okay.
men's team. So he's very about like being very direct and like just like take out the
Okay.
tone and whatever they're saying, hold each other accountable no matter what.
Yeah, and these are all things that we establish like before the season even
Mhm.
starts. Like before we step on the court for our first practice, we like talk about these things, and we all have to agree
Okay.
that we're like not going to take things personally on the court.
Mhm.
Like the tone doesn't necessarily mean that they hate you. They want the best for you.
Yeah.
And we all talk about that and like establish that beforehand.
Yeah. Hold each other to high standards.
Got you. And then so when you guys like host recruits, can you tell if like the vibe's off? Have you ever told a coach? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the same case where we have guys. I had guys one time. Dude, one time he goes into a practice. I'm hosting this guy, and he goes into practice like, I get water, practice over. He watches the practice like, I could step in this gym right now and I would start in front of every one of those guys.
Whoa.
I'm like, yeah, nice knowing you, buddy. You're done. Yeah. But it's wild, man. It's crazy. The audacity some of these recruits have is wild. It's wild. You guys ever had anything like that where it's like, what are you doing?
I think we've experienced like, and I think all of us suffer from it, but like there's just entitlement of like this younger generation is crazy. Like
Yeah.
they're entitled to getting this certain position or this spot or playing time. Like I think entitlement is the biggest thing we see with recruits. So
And also, you guys are a big program too, so it's like it's not like you're getting any like 3 stars. You're getting like the real deals.
Right.
So yeah, I guess, sorry I cut you off there.
No.
No, all right. So I want to
He
kind
wants to
of
love you.
huh?
He wants to love you now. That's why.
Love.
No
It's
tough.
on camera now. Now we got to show, you know.
On the court, no love.
But we, as mentioned, we had a podcast with Dan, and then also Rizz Coach Kellen. I want to go on the record. We showed him the word. We explained what the word was to him. So I heard you guys adopted the Rizz, or you guys say it a lot, or because we were in a.
You gotta explain where.
Okay. So we were in an airport, and we were going to a tournament, and they were also in the airport because the girls' nationals was there. So we go and we pass them.
Dan and Kellen.
Yeah. And somehow, Rizz came into the conversation naturally, of course.
Natural.
And he's like, "Whoa, what is this? What is this?" And then me and my boy look at each other and we're like, well, Rizz, and then we explained it, short for charisma. It can be used in many settings, right? So if you're trying to spit game at someone, it could be Rizz. You got W Rizz. L Rizz, obviously you don't have it. You guys know what it is. But then he took a very unique spin on it, and he spun it into a recruiting Rizz. And what he used? He said when he goes into in these tournaments, he's a natural disaster waiting to have or something like that. And so have you guys adopted? Is he using that as much as in that 30-minute podcast we had with him, or no? Is that like a big thing he talks about? In what way do you adopt the Rizz into Rizzburg? Ooh, that's good. That's good. I just thought of that.
He's gonna love that. He's gonna love that.
I'm gonna tell him
He's
that.
gonna take it from you.
Okay, hail to Rizz. All right, sorry. But like, how does he adopt it? Like, in what settings do you use it?
Well, he's always interested in our life off the court.
Right, 100%. I feel like assistant coach, you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the
Yeah.
head coach, you have the assistant coach that has to relate to the
Yeah.
players. And Kellen is a people's person.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he likes to like kind of guess what all of our Rizz is. So he kind of has labeled and like adopted a lot of new types of Rizz that haven't even hit.
Like
the,
what? Had
hit
hit the
internet.
market. Wow.
I can
So
say.
like for me, he tells me I have W Rizz, but not like W Rizz.
Right.
The W stands for wholesome.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wow.
because he calls me a wholesome Ohio girl.
Of course. Naturally.
Yeah. So, but then we all have our own types of
Well,
Rizz.
what are your guys' Rizz? I'm gonna hear
Yeah.
all
What did
that.
he say
Now I'm
your
interested
guys'
here.
is? What did he say yours is, Jules?
I have tall girl Rizz.
Wow. Nice. Very good. Very good.
He didn't say yours.
He did.
What was it?
He said I have HTG Rizz.
Which is.
Hard to get rid of.
Wow. Oh my God. And then what are you?
He said I have a Rizz, aggressive Rizz.
what does it even mean? Like, you're really aggressive?
Yeah, past a certain
She
point.
Wants what she wants. She gets what she gets.
Wow.
I'm just getting what I
Has
want.
he given you your Rizz yet or no?
No.
He says,
Yeah. What's up?
Self-evaluation.
that's a good point, Joe.
Be honest.
You gotta ask Coach
Thinking
Kellen
about-
today.
Yeah, we gotta ask Coach Kellen.
He says I have BD Rizz, butt digging Rizz. So it worked out perfectly.
Have you guys seen his videos?
His?
Yeah.
I did it all right here.
He just
Yes.
posted one.
Yeah.
He took Big Bertha back there and he shot it off him.
Minute and a half
He just
straight.
posted it like right before the podcast.
Point blank, broad daylight, right over there. Swear to God. And so we pointed it down, right? Good trajectory. All right.
It's
So-
crazy.
Let me tell you the backstory of this. So I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of like college programs doing butt digs, right? Like around your TikToks and stuff. I love that. Well, I was just say start with us. Start with us about in August. We did one in
No,
August. Well, August or a lot. No. We did it in like May.
Yeah.
We did
No.
It's August right now.
Okay. Yeah.
My months are so messed up. We did it in May, right?
Casey used to not know the months until college.
Yeah.
Through high school, he didn't know the
He
months.
learned it in family studies.
Yeah, Human Development Family Studies. That is a real major. I went to my what are they called?
Academic
Academic
advisor.
advisor, and I was like, I need you to give me the easiest major. Straight up said to her face. And then they did, and it was sick. All right, but we started this butt dig, right? And we love when people would. We got so many DMs of people, doing it. But the problem what I have with all these college programs doing it is they don't dedicate to it. It's a full dedication. People always ask me, how do you do it? Number one, you need the arch of the back. You need to really dedicate, and you need to hold it. A lot of people are like, and then two, you need, this guy is amazing at it, just destroying the ball. You need to really hit it. A lot of people just kind of go, and they hit it. Like, hit the ball. Like, you got to want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it takes them like 20 tries. Yeah. Actually, I checked last night. Joe's like, because we went up there on the ledge, so people can't see. There's a huge ledge up there on the pit gym. And we did it like 5 or 6 off them. We do the international ball, like rock hard. We did a lot. And then we went here for about 4 minutes, about a little under 2 minutes here. Took Big Bertha about, 70 miles an hour?
Just getting nailed.
70 miles an hour, point blank. for a minute and a half, getting the right shots, you know? Yeah, and then all of a sudden, I smelled this crispy, smoky smell. I was like, is that my butt? Or is that the machine back there? Apparently, Bertha's like 40 years old or whatever.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it was like smoking up because we were like really like cranking it up on my butt. And we were over there and we did it for like a minute 40.
You guys gotta make one video.
Yeah, you gotta make one video. You guys gotta.
It's gonna be the best team in the country at everything.
And you gotta
including
commit to it.
The videos.
You gotta commit to it. Arch the back and hit the freaking ball too.
Those are the 2 keys.
3 keys.
3 keys.
You gotta commit to it.
Commit to it.
Commit to it.
And be committed.
Arch the back.
Yeah.
Hit it hard.
Hit it hard.
That's
Are your
true.
coaches big on like content, or do they like say no?
Yeah.
Stay off content.
Content guy. She's
Yeah.
also a big content guy.
They
So you
told me
heard.
about your TikTok. That's sick. That's sick. So I was wondering, with a TikTok
And
like that,
Alexis dances. She was showing
No.
me.
and her hula.
He said nope. They want to do a dance.
I'll do a dance.
Do
No,
one.
you said you want to do a dance with us. We're like, yeah, sure, we'll do it.
No, Joe said he wants to do a dance. And
Well,
you
that's
got
news to
invited
me.
After.
All right, I guess we're doing a dance. But when you have like a following on TikTok and after college, what is your is it surrounding mainly volleyball athletics? Sorry, I didn't get a chance to look at it. I apologize.
No,
Came a little unprepared. I apologize.
I do like a whole bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
Like most of it's like day in life, or I do like dances with my teammates. But like
Sick.
the ones about volleyball and how tall I am, like
Ah,
that's viral.
yeah.
So like if I want to continue, I just need to like make them about how tall I am. I
That's
guess.
true. That's
So
true.
that's how I gained all my
Is that what you want to do after college too? Kind of.
No, I mean I want to do like
On the side?
My like dream job is like run social media for like an NBA,
There
NFL
we go.
team. So probably not like my own personal content, but
Got you. Got you.
So.
What's your guys' view on content? Or do you guys like doing
Do you
content?
guys like being in front of the camera?
Yeah. I feel like, well, since NIL, our coaches have been like, build your brand, build your brand. But I feel like I'm not like super duper active on social media. I like it for what it is. I haven't like gone above and beyond, but I feel like it's definitely like something we're all like getting more interested in just because there's more opportunities for athletes now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I do like being on camera, but
Perfect.
but when it comes like the social media, it's just a lot of. I feel like it's a lot more work than like people think it is. Like, you really have to like think of like how are you gonna represent yourself and this brand really well, and then go through pictures and like I don't know. It's a lot of work, and like I'm not that. My Instagram is like pretty dead medium.
It's a
Batty.
lot, bro.
It gets batty.
It's pretty dead mean. I don't post often, so like thinking about posting, it's just like a chore. It's like a task to me. But like I do want to get more into it. I just need to I just need to commit to it.
Dude, but you're also doing double days too, where it's like.
Yeah.
Well, that's
it's
right
so
now,
hard.
but
Yeah,
in the
true.
whole year.
Oh, in the whole year, yeah, true.
Off season.
We're in a full-time job right now.
Yeah. Alexis?
Me? I make my sisters take a lot of pictures of me. But I
You should do
rarely
some
post
hula
it.
content.
See, but I feel like
On the
I
court, in
know.
between
Why don't
set.
I don't want to like culturally appropriate?
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like I danced like years ago when I was younger. I just
Cultural appropriation. Yeah, that's not
I know, but it's like if I'm doing it for like content, then I feel like I'm not dancing for the right reasons.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yeah, like so that's
Dance for the
why.
views. Don't want to be doing that. Okay. That's a wrong type of dance right there. Yeah. No, it's like, and then so does your like media department, like you see with like, I don't know, you see with like Nebraska, Texas, they have really big. Pittsburgh obviously is working its way out there too. They don't send you guys content because Hawaii, because like I said, I mentioned like 20 times. Sorry, I don't mean to keep mentioning, but in Hawaii they have now guys that take specific videos in Long Beach. I don't. Have you guys seen the Long Beach men's volleyball videos?
They're
Yeah.
so
So like you see, so do you guys not have someone that like comes in and does content for you guys and like sends it to you or no?
We have an SID, just like
Mm.
what is that even stand for?
Sports information director.
Yeah.
She just does like all of our. She does like our media day, but she's new this year and she's
Got you.
really active. Like
Got you.
she'll be at practice taking Instagram stories and like she'll send us stuff if we ask her. So
That's sick.
She's like really active and young and new and fun. So
I think I met her yesterday.
We gotta
She's
talk to
sick.
W Rizz getting them a videographer. You guys gotta
You
get
guys
W.
need a videographer,
You guys
like,
need a
We
full
I
time.
think we
No,
have
she's
one.
coming.
Do they
She's
come to
just not
practice?
here.
Yeah.
She's not here yet. She's like still
Finishing
in
school.
college.
I guess
Mhm.
they're full time, but they do come to our games.
And they
So they don't
travel
come to
with
practice
us.
ever.
Occasionally.
Rarely.
Okay.
But they travel with us on all our travel trips. We have our own like videographer.
Is there any type of content that you guys see a lot that you want to do? Be like, ooh.
I like the video they just put out of just like short clips of like action. Like
Yeah.
I like that stuff. I think people like seeing how hard we're working. I don't necessarily like the like kind of goofy stuff just because that's like not the kind of program we are.
Yeah, we don't like that
100%.
either.
Fun, but it's not like we call it Pitt fun. So it's
Gotcha.
not like goofy fun. It's like we're having fun because we're winning.
You know,
I also like the little clip that we did the other day where we did like the fishisms. I think that would be
I saw that.
That'd be like cute. Just like on like our way in or out of practice, like a question and a prompt, and we just all answer it, so that the player, like our fans, can see our personalities just a little bit more.
Got you.
Off the court.
Got you. Anything, Alexis?
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
I feel like people always say they're like, I want to have fun. I was like, well, the most fun thing to do is win. So
True.
you know. Yeah, you don't want to. The biggest thing about media also is you don't want it to get in your way of what you're doing. Which is one thing this past year. And I don't know if you ever saw it. You ever seen the Gwitty videos that we ever did or something like that? Like what are we gwitting? You guys know that trend?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So we did a lot of those. And our coach was chill with it, but luckily we were a good team. We were winning a lot. But we had like a little dry spell there where we weren't doing so well, like 2 or 3 games. And you got to know when to cut it off, you know? So it's long like, well, what are we losing every game? like, what do you, it's like you never want to get in the way. So I think there's but also with NIL. Do you guys get hit up a lot for NIL stuff around here? Because Lexus says you guys are a big deal around here.
On
Her words, not
campus.
mine.
Are we
Her
not
words,
known
not
on
mine.
campus?
You can be honest. Yeah, you can be honest. Yeah, be honest. Yeah. I'm saying you have to be. So you guys get hit up a lot for NIL stuff, or like for come to this restaurant or a clothing brand or anything like that, or no? How's the market
I
around
do a
here?
lot of NIL stuff.
Okay.
Just because like I have a huge following on TikTok and stuff.
Right,
And
right.
I started doing it at my old school, and now like it just has been a better opportunity since Pittsburgh is such a big city. So I was actually just I was interning for our athletic department. So I'm
Gotcha.
doing all things NIL. So,
Okay.
I think like some team stuff is on the way, which is really exciting because I
Good.
think people are starting to realize like it's a whole team that's winning. So
sick.
we need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
give
yeah.
them some deals, you know.
And then how does the coaching staff help out with NIL stuff? Do they just say do it, or do they like? Because I know
Yeah, there's a lot of rules against like your coaches facilitating deals for you, but Kellen and them are like, hey, if they like know someone, they're allowed to like, hey, I think this would be great for you. You should check this out.
Yeah.
I heard they're not even allowed to know. They're not really allowed to know like what the deal is. Pretty much is what we were told by other coaches.
Yeah.
Really? Like can they say? Can they be like, oh, can they meet you? Like for example, like this past year, I was talking to a lot of the guys that like we had a dinner. We went to this restaurant, like a bunch of people, like Jersey Mike's owners, all these other owners, right? And they put them all at a table, half owners, half like players, all around. You just met people, and then you just got NIL deals. Are they allowed to do that? Is that legal?
Yeah, depends on the law.
Oh, is that legal?
The
I'm going to cut that
Pennsylvania
out.
law just changed where they are allowed to do that now. But,
Okay.
like, Pennsylvania used to have some like really crappy laws against NIL, but now it's like there's way more leisure on it.
Dude,
Way, I guess.
How is it working with these new NCAA rules and like with the NIL stuff? Like for example, like you guys can't be wearing Pitt right now, right? So like, is there like any like I guess we're on the outside. Like, so when we have camp stuff, sometimes we try and bring like NCAA athletes or coaches, so we have to see like the brutal rules and reality of stuff, and we have to work within the parameters. Is there any like stuff that you're just like this is over the top or anything like that, or no? Or maybe you haven't ran into that at all.
I feel like they're all pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, like NCAA is like very like just like short with their NIL rules, and
Yeah.
it's more state based. So it just
Got
kind
you.
of depends where you are.
I do think it's kind of interesting that we like can't use the logo and like things like this because I feel like that's
Yeah.
just like more publicity for the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anything that's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't follow that.
And I feel like it's a huge part of like our brand. Like we're volleyball players at Pitt. Like that's
Right.
kind of who we are and how people know us. So it's kind of just sucky that we can't use that in like our NIL deals.
Got you. And then so I think at the beginning of the podcast I cut him off. So do you guys like prefer to play in this gym here, or play in your big new basketball arena over there?
I love playing the field house.
This is the field house
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
with wood floor.
But
We have
put-
Terra
Wood floor.
Flex.
Oh, you guys do. Okay, I was gonna ask that. I was about to say I see a lot of big programs do TerraFlex. You guys prefer that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys even know about TerraFlex? When did they start bringing it in here?
Our freshman year. So the past 5 years.
That's sick. And then how many people do you guys get in here?
I think it holds 3,500, and I think for like Ohio State, Louisville, all those games. We filled it pretty much.
And they
That's
pull
sick.
down those
Yeah.
bleachers too. So
Both
there's
sides here?
there's both bleachers, and then the ones up there too, the wooden ones.
Oh,
Those are
really?
bleachers, yeah. And that fills up for like the big games too.
Do you guys have a big student section around here?
The
We
volley
have
pit.
it on the back.
Is there like any like nicknames you guys have for them? Like the
Juices.
oh, sorry, volley pit.
Volley pit.
Yeah.
Like the like a pit.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a panther?
We do.
Rock.
Rock is
My
the
brother
panther.
can't stand mascots. When we would play mascots, he'd want to fight him all the time.
I thought you.
Oh, how you doing?
Because I'm a
Does-
furry doesn't mean I like the mask.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you did.
I'm afraid
No.
of mascots too.
Afraid? No, I hate them.
Yeah.
I love
I
mascots.
like when it comes around me, like I just have to like move my whole situation over.
There's
like,
no
they try to come
yeah.
high-five me, and I'm just like,
I hate nothing more than Cosmo Cougar in my
The
lifetime.
BYU Cougar.
The BYU Cougar,
Oh.
Cosmo the
we
Cougar.
play BYU a lot, so.
I would just be like, I don't really talk a lot of smack, but when I was there, I out Cosmo. For you, buddy. Or something like that. No, I don't know. It's about mascots. I don't know. And so, do you guys have a live panther around here or no?
No.
Let her loose. I'm just kidding. No. Are they in the pit with the students over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick though. That's sick. So how do they? I was gonna ask. How do they? I feel like each mascot should be around the area. There are a lot of panthers roaming around here, or no?
I feel like back in the day,
Panthers.
maybe that's where it came from.
I have no idea.
Back in the day.
You think?
Should have been the Yinzers.
You
Do
think
you guys
Yinzers?
consider yourself Yinzers?
No.
They're all
you
out
know
of
who's
state.
a Yinzer? Kellen.
He knows.
W Rizz.
He doesn't consider himself a Yinzer. He told us on the
says
podcast yesterday.
He's lying. He tells us
Yesterday, he's like, I don't
Yinzer.
consider myself a Yinzer.
He's
That's
a
what he told
Yinzer.
us.
Born and
Wizard.
raised in Pittsburgh is just like.
He says it depends
He
which
tries
side of
to
the
talk.
river you were born.
Oh, so he's.
He's not a
He's got
Yinzer,
the
he told
Yins
us.
Rizz. I don't know. This is sick. I wouldn't want to keep you guys for too long. We know you guys got double days and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for hopping on the pod, though. You got one more question here?
No, no.
Yeah, so we asked Instagram. What exactly did we ask him?
I said, doing a podcast with a women's college team.
With a
Let's
bunch of
hear your best
girls.
questions.
Any questions for girls? Go ahead.
One of them I can't say.
Bet.
Oh.
Dude, here's the thing. There's savages out there. In our DMs and stuff, they're like, oh, any questions? And they just say, like, I was like, you're going to go to hell, buddy. Like, what is it like? You're not going up, man. Like, oh, my God. It's crazy. But, all right, let's rattle through
All right, we'll go through the ones that we're able to read.
Go for it.
From Addie McLean, 26. Favorite type of potato?
French fry.
You don't have potatoes in Hawaii, really.
I like it.
Ooh.
We like it.
Sweet potato fries?
I love sweet potato fries.
Good ones are
Or hash browns.
hash browns. McDonald's hash brown.
Mm.
Mickey D's. All right. Weirdest student section experience.
Ooh.
Weirdest.
On the road.
Weirdest student section or weird fan?
I guess like
road?
or worst thing yelled at you by a student section. We had some really bad ones at
Where?
UH.
When we were in Georgia Tech this past year,
Oh.
we were like all roasting our whole team about being single.
Did they? Oh, yeah, because, well,
And there was the
shout-
swim and dive team, right?
It was.
They were in Speedos.
They were shirtless.
And they were like roasting us because our whole team was single.
When we
Honest-
switched sides,
Why did you guys have boyfriends? Like,
That's dedication to the craft, because that means they looked.
They
They did their
Yeah.
due diligence. I
they saw
respect
Jovi
that.
on our Instagrams.
Have you guys ever played at Stanford?
No.
Their students actually, it's like the fraternity that's like in with both the men's and women's. It's the same one, and they come up with a scouting report. They get full like back and back scouting report on every single player, and it's they like work on it. They the whole week they'll like research. Oh, very
Real
personal
bad.
stuff.
And they get hammered.
they get thrown out a lot, but it's really bad stuff. Sometimes they've said some really bad stuff.
Isn't
to
the
guy
basketball of
people.
the zoo like that?
Our zoo?
Yeah. Kinda. They have the newspaper and stuff
Yeah, they-
with the information on the
they
players.
have That one coach.
They made a newspaper?
That one. There's like I don't know what team
That's
it was.
commitment.
Playing a team. It's an ACC school, and the coach is like really known for picking his nose or something. And they had like big blow ups of him just like
Caught in 4K.
he caught 4K.
We had this bald guy. We were at Ohio State for the Final Four, and he always shaved his head, clean shaven every single day. And we were getting smoked this set. And the server that was serving me was like aced all of our receivers except a libero, and he was bald that year. And they aced one guy. Literally the next serve, he just goes dead silent. And then from the student section, you go, "You're next, Mr. Clean," and then he aces immediately. I'm like, that's just horrible.
It's bad luck.
But Stanford was the worst for sure.
Have you ever had any weird fan interactions though? What?
Have you ever had to sign a
you're-
baby?
One guy signed. Can't say that. Keone said he signed a woman's chest last. I was like, it's crazy.
The weirdest I think we've ever experienced is this one fan would take pictures with us and then print out the pictures and
Yeah.
then have us take pictures with the pictures.
And then tell about the summer.
And then sign the
Keep
back.
going.
And then he came to our kids camps.
Our summer camps.
Kids camp.
Every single one.
He has no children. Waiting after
You're his children. You're like a daughter to him.
but like waited for the camp to be over and like had everybody like sign stuff for him.
It was like, how did he know we would be here? It was.
Like, people
ugh.
who go through the sign, like there's the one guy who goes through our like autograph line and just like has his phone out and just goes like,
Yeah.
like doesn't ask us to sign anything. He's
Just films us.
What if that one guy? What is it called when you just take a picture of that picture of that picture of that picture? It's like you're looking through like what's that? What if he
I
just
know
creates
exactly
one of
what
those?
you're talking about.
He has like 100 pictures at one point.
It's like infinite.
Yeah.
Walls. I had one guy. I was at a women's volleyball game for Hawaii. I go to the game. I get a tap on my shoulder. I'm like, hey. I was like, hey, Gage. I'm like, hey, man, what's up? Opens his his jacket pocket, pulls out a picture of me at the women's game. He just has it on him. He's like, you lost weight, Gage. You're looking good. I was like, thanks, man. I was like, thanks for caring, I guess. I don't know. I was like, why do you have that on you? But more power to you. No, we have a lot of weird stalkers, too. So that's the weirdest stuff you guys have had a lot of time?
Most recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
crazy.
Dude, ever since I started doing these butt digs, a lot of guys saying the wildest stuff in my DMs. I mean, I'm like, no way just said that. But, you know, fans, views are views. It's a numbers game, you know?
It's a number.
It's
That's
a
what
numbers
Joe-
game. This is I don't know what's harder, men's or women's volleyball? From Xavier Cordova Volleyball. I don't know what that means. What's harder?
I can start off with this question. You guys can tell me I'm wrong.
don't
No.
say-
I'm not. I'll be honest
Okay.
with it. I think that men obviously are more physical with the sport and whatnot. I think women are more technical. So I think for me, I like watching men's volleyball more because I like physical, right? For me, I feel like women's tend to tip more. Men's don't tend to tip more. They're more banging. But also,
Yeah.
that's true. I respect that. Now, there are
No,
there
for
are women's
sure.
programs that don't tip, and I respect that a lot. And I'm not saying there are guys that should tip the situation. They don't. There's way more errors in the men's game, right? So sometimes you're watching errors and errors, and if you're okay with that, then you're okay with that. But if you don't like that, more rallies in the women's game. So it's a preference thing. So for me, I guess harder. It comes down to I don't know. It comes down to what's the word I'm looking
How
for?
many? What is like top teams? What is like errors per set? You guys talk about that at all? Top teams in the country, like what are they erring per set?
We like to keep it below.
We talk about the percentage we want.
Below 10.
Yeah, so it's same
We
as
like to
men's.
keep
I don't
it
think there's more errors.
15%
than
or
men's. I actually
lower.
don't think there's more.
Service
than
errors
men's.
though.
And everything.
No,
Serv-
top teams in the country are 8 errors, maybe
We
7
don't know
errors.
Really?
for sure,
Okay.
but we say 15%.
Or
How
lower.
many errors do you guys make on the service line? It's float serves.
Our team was really good from the service line last
Yeah.
year.
We had a high number, like a high aces,
More
and
aces than
not
errors,
much
for
errors.
sure.
Yeah.
Not a lot of errors.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's one thing when we went and watched in the spring the Ohio State men's game. It was just like service error.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Well, they're not good,
"Oh."
so. And you can come at me anytime you want to. I don't care. But but I get what you're saying. It's whatever you kind of prefer. Whatever's harder, I don't know. You can't really.
Yeah.
If we were to play each other, I think that the bench would win.
Okay.
But
Right.
but comparatively, it's not really comparable.
Yeah, they're different.
All right, next question.
games.
Best pregame hype song.
Ooh.
Hard in the Paint by Waka Flocka.
We gotta play it right when they said that.
Perfect. We do listen to that before every game.
That's for
In the
everybody?
locker room.
Everybody?
In the locker room.
What are
we
you
do it all
gonna
together.
say? I like Ice Melts by
Say it.
Drake.
What's that one song by? I forget.
Yeah, what are your guys's?
Depends on the time of year. Like it changes.
This season.
I don't know. The Barbie playlist? I don't know. I was kidding. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really listen to music a lot before
In Europe, we listen to a lot of
European music.
European music.
Like house music?
Yes, but it's like free from desire. Da-na-na-na. You know the song?
No.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Like kind of songs like that.
There's
Like,
some
it's
cool like I like their
yeah, stuff like that. Where it's like you're on the bus and you're just like.
during hitting lines. Our state arena would blast it. And it would get the team fired up. That's what we hit. Always do hitting lines too.
Ba-na-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do a lot of they
All
do
right.
good with music over there.
2 more quick ones. I know you guys got to go. What do you love to eat on game days? What's like a go-to, like one thing that you always eat? If so, if there's
Glazed salmon with like asparagus and mashed
You say Asian glazed?
very
What does that mean?
specific.
Like teriyaki.
Oh,
So good.
wow.
Yeah.
Enchanté.
We eat mostly the same thing. And
Yeah.
Like
Like-
for night games, we eat it's either salmon, chicken, a vegetable, and like a carb.
Sick.
And we don't change it.
Mhm.
We would just load up on pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you guys eat on the road, just out of curiosity?
We do love.
anything green you could
Bro.
I feel like
When
Yeah.
we were
very clean.
when we were on the road, bro, they gave us because we were in Hawaii. So our closest away match was a 5-hour flight, right? That's our closest away match. So luckily, most of our matches were in California. We'd go and we'd have these stipends. Like, you get stipends, right? So instead of them bringing the food to us, we eat, And also, we weren't in one big bus. We had 3 or 4 minivans, right? So 3 or 4 guys were in there, driven by a coach, right, or a manager, and each van would go somewhere else, So sometimes the game was like at 7. Like for lunch, we'd go to Chick-fil-A and just start pounding Chick-fil-A, and then we get like a milkshake right before, and then afterwards we go to Habit and just get a bunch of burgers. Not the best. Looking back on it,
Before y'all play.
oh,
That's our
before-
team.
Before,
We'd
after, and then
destroy
we had
food.
back-to-back matches too. So we'd go within the days, right? So
This
we'd
is
play
this is a
Saturday and Sunday.
preseason.
No,
Oh no,
I
sorry,
did-
back-to-back days.
Yeah, we did it in the normal season too. So we did. I just looking back on, it, I'm like, how did we like
Yeah.
function at a high level? I was probably
That's
like
sounds
tweaking.
Like my high school diet.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. No, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I feel like our nutrition's pretty regimented.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's with the men's game. I have not heard a single nutritionist on any men's volleyball staff. But women's staff is on everyone's staff. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's got a
Yeah.
nutritionist. That's sick. I don't know. Men just like to make TikToks, I guess. That's what they're spending money on. They're not spending on healthy stuff. But I just want to thank you guys so much for coming to the podcast, guys. Really appreciate it. We know you guys are busy. You guys got naps to have. Yeah.
National
Yeah.
championship this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No more
There's a
Final
spot
Fours.
right there on the banner.
You got enough Final Four banners.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck before we get out. Just want to give another shout out to allvolleyball.com. Anything volleyball, ooze for trim soft. Link in the bio. Just remember, if you can't handle the heat, goddamn kitchen. This has been another episode presented by allvolleyball.com.